Hey artists, good morning. Welcome to week 4 of art class. We're going to jump right into our new project, which is designing album covers. So to start, this is a 2-week project and you will be creating album covers either based off already existing covers or creating new and unique covers entirely from scratch. We are going to talk about what's in your packet. I want you guys to read the article that is included in there. Briefly discusses the history of album cover art and its significance to the music industry. So go ahead and give that a read. We're also going to find this in our packets. It's why album cover art is important. Um, Album cover art is meant to grab somebody's attention before they listen to the music, and potential fans are more likely to listen to music when album covers and the artwork really stands out. So it's always been an essential part of music promotion and music distribution. And the design that we use presents music in as another way of sort of branding an artist and reflecting their style. So the images need to be unique. I want you guys to not take anybody else's art, but you're welcome to recreate someone else's art. Keep good contrast in mind. It makes for great composition. Use a font that's easy to read, and make sure you keep it school appropriate. If you're struggling to come up with new ideas, you can find inspiration in other people's work, artists you admire. But to begin, what draws us to music? It's often the connections that we feel to it. We're drawn to the sound of a voice or an instrument. We're drawn to the beat of a song, or we feel or connect or relate to the lyrics. But when we're designing album covers, our goal is to connect with the listener before they ever even hear a single note. We want to reach them before they turn the songs on. That's our goal in the end. Album cover art is the first impression of someone's style and music and sound. And to be effective, album cover art it visually needs to stand out. It is designed to basically grab someone's attention and as a way for artists to be easily recognized. There are many easily recognizable covers that most people could identify from a mile away. Some really great examples would be Green Day's American Idiot with the grenade heart and Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon cover. These covers are well known and iconic, and you immediately know who the artist is because they're so well known. I'm going to quickly show you guys here. This is the rough draft that I did for you guys. Your packet has the same paper in it. It's a small square or a large size square that you can go ahead and draw your rough draft in. I want your rough draft to be a complete idea, not just a little sketch, but a complete idea of what you sort of want your full project to look like. I went ahead and used a fictional band that I created for my comics called Bad Apples, and they are a punk rock band, so I tried to throw some dark elements in there and have sort of a punk rock sort of font, and you want to keep these kind of different things in mind when you're creating your covers. So I just want to say that I don't expect you guys to have like crazy covers or anything, but be creative and be unique. Your final covers do need to be the shape of a square. Your packets it is written in your packets that they need to be 8.5 by 8.5. An easy way to get that size is to take a piece of computer paper, especially for my drawing students, and you can go ahead and just fold it over. And if you don't want the crease, you don't have to put the crease into it, or you can just measure it out. But you fold it over like this, and you're going to go ahead and cut off this top piece, and you'll have that perfect square that's exactly the right size that you need for your project. My painter students can do this as well, to go ahead and just measure out the size of paper that they'll need. But please make sure you are using some watercolor paper or painting paper if you're using a different kind of paint. Something that's not going to leak through on the computer paper. So you'll go ahead and you'll create your sketches, and I want them to be clean and finalized. This is not your final project. I don't want to see final projects by Wednesday. I want you guys to take your time and really research what kind of art you want or what kind of cover you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and look at what else we have in our packet. I want you guys to also tell me a little bit about your covers, and that's why you'll also find this paper. It says to tell me about your cover. I want your album title, your artist. So in my case, because it's a fictional band, mine would be Bad Apples, and that's who I would put as the artist. And then I want you to tell me about what your cover means to you. And I want you to also kind of tell me what your inspiration was, and maybe tell me about what kind of music you most enjoy and who your favorite artist is or your favorite genre. And just, explain to me how you came up with the ideas for your cover. So really quickly, you'll do that, but this will be due with the final project. We're going to jump right in here and we're going to do your Bellwork. This is your Bellwork for week 4. It's 3 questions. Your first question will be, what kind of music do you enjoy? The second one is going to go ahead and be, who are some of your favorite musical artists or bands? And then your third question is, have you ever paid much attention to the album cover art of songs before? If you have, what songs, what album covers do you automatically think of or would be easily recognizable to you? Just give me a couple answers and go ahead and send these to me in an email or take a picture of this when you've completed it. But this will be your Bellwork for week 4, and try to give this some thought. Again, I don't want you guys to rush through your projects. I don't want to see final projects turned in by Wednesday of this week. I want you guys to really give this a lot of thought and effort, and try to make the best projects you can. You do have 2 weeks to complete this. And just, here's some ideas if you guys want to kind of think about different covers or different styles you might want to look into. You can also go on and do your own research. You can do something more current event. You can do something, recreate somebody else's or anything like that. A few reminders, guys. You need to be using the correct art medium, meaning you should have your supplies by now. My painter should be using paint and my drawers should be using pens and markers, etc. But you need to be using the correct medium for your class. It's going to be an automatic -5 points if you use the wrong art medium. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and contact me, let me know, and I look forward to seeing what you guys will create.